Yo, what's good, people? So it's war number 9, final war of the season, and we've got 4 fights coming up for you here. So this one, as you can see, I'm joining quite late into the war. War plans came quite late in the evening for me, and there was just a few kind of fights that between me and a few others. We were trying to decide like who to take what, and those complications basically mean I'm joining this one quite late in the end. Get up in the morning, and most of the war map was actually already cleared by this point. So yeah, just kind of trying to find the time in between work to get my fights clear. And we're going to start with a korg on path 6A here. So we're using white mags for this fight, and in the end, these pre-fights I had with white mags are just kind of spare. So I'm going to use one here. I'm going to use one on my tigra fight. Of course, taking this fight with white mags also gets me one back. So I think I end up using one later on knull, and then placing one for somewhere else. So yeah, white mags certainly pulled his weight in this war, dropping pre-fights everywhere, and yeah, taking this fight as well. So yeah, obviously it's the last war of the season. We're in contention for a plat 1 finish, so we are healing, we're boosting, we're taking it seriously, obviously, and we're giving it a big push. So I placed my pre-fight, did my usual checks and made sure it was in, got some boosts on, and I guess just through a combat regen, and just for the sake of it, I'm thinking obviously there's still a chance spiked armor triggers, I might end up blocking and eating part of a special one. So I just figured I'll chuck that one on, get an extra bit of health. As you can see there, just I think I tried to heavy punish his heavy, just nowhere near the reach to do so. So that one was a nice experiment early on, and realised I couldn't, but you'll see then I do try it maybe 1 or 2 more times still. Don't really know why, considering it was clearly not reaching after the end of that one. But this fight, as you can see, white mags, 40 or so seconds in, has pretty much under control. It's just going to be one of those ones where hit him until he dies kind of thing. Try and save my specials for when I've got his rock stacks down. Otherwise it's all under control. Obviously I've got the passive stuns from the white mags pre-fight that he plays for himself, so I don't have to worry about korg shrugging those off. And all white mags hits are energy attacks, so no damage back from hitting into him while he's got rock stacks. So yeah, pretty straightforward fight for wags here. And yeah, just go for the finish. There we go, there's the heavy that I said I was going to try again for absolutely no reason, because I knew it didn't have the reach, but we've thrown it anyway. And yeah, just going for the finish now. White mags will see this one off pretty calm, and there's not really a lot else to add to this, so I'll be back for the next fight. Alright, so second fight of the war, and we're up against a tigra on 6A as well. So she's got aggression prowess and critical setup. Thank goodness this node no longer has power focus 2, because anyone who's been watching my channel for a while will remember an absolute nightmare fight I took here however many seasons ago, back before I took my long break. And yeah, it was an I-bomb versus this tigra here, and it went awful. I think I died twice, and it was just, yeah, complete train wreck, complete nightmare. Still have some sleepless nights over it, to be honest. But no, we come into this one. Thank goodness she doesn't have aggression prowess. Power focus 2. She does have aggression prowess, but with Doom here, the strat's going to be pretty calm. He's a pretty tanky guy. Having the staggers on her as well will just, as you can see there, stop some of those unblockables from triggering. Just make her special slightly easy to deal with in comparison. And he hits hard enough that, as you can see, this fight is going down very casually. I'm now at my special 3, so I just bait the parry opportunity there, throw a heavy, and lock in the special 3 with her over 2 bars of power. Not that we're even going to need that full cycle, because we're not going to make it back up to a special 2. This one goes down so quickly. And yeah, thanks to the combat regen still being on from the last fight, we end this one with 100% health and get our revenge, kinda, on this tigra. I wouldn't really call it revenge. Obviously no power focus 2 certainly helps. But yeah, moving on to the third fight, I've got an invisible woman here on 4B. a path that I've been taking quite a lot this season. But you know, this time instead of seeing Claire here, we've got Invisible Woman, who I think I've taken here once before this season, although that one was with Nick Fury. So slightly different kind of fight style with Shang Chi here. We just weigh out the early invisibility, and then we go in with our stun wushu. We know that's going to trigger a lot of debuffs on ourselves, so then go for cleanse and reset. And then yeah, at this point those debuffs then fall off, so she's no longer unblockable. We get our opening anyway, go in again, put the cleanse up, and just rotate those two wushus. And then now she's re-triggered invisibility, so she throws her special one, we bait it here. We hit in, we get kind of lucky, to be fair, she didn't retaliate. I thought it was just kind of instinct to hit in there and get rid of the invisibility. But then yeah, thankfully here we get our stun in, which I actually think is a mistake in the scenario. I think I should have just gone cleanse there and then thrown the special 2 instantly, and the fight probably would have been over. But instead we watched out the special 3 animation, the fight drags on a little bit, but it's all calm, we've got it under control. She's unblockable, but so are we. We just, you know, at this point, want to bait out the special, get a parry in there because the unblockable had run out for her, throws her special, we get our stun in, and yeah, just finish off the fight. Nice, pretty clean one for Shang Chi. Now the fourth and final fight is Knull, who, as I would have said last war, taken him, I don't know how many times, probably literally so many times on this node, and this one is a rank 4 SIG 200, so there's absolutely no room for error. So we are still, we actually didn't have energy to take this one before, so I've had to wait a while, come back in, get my wags pre-fight just because I have a spare one, why not? So I'll do my usual back out and come back in to make sure it's been set, chuck some boosts on, and yeah, like I say, rank 4 SIG 200, there's no room for error in this fight. But it's one of those ones with Shang-Chi where it's like, you know, you get your rhythm right, you get your special 2 decks right, because that's the one you're baiting off now, and you're pretty set to nuke it within. Probably your first special 2 will get you quite close to finishing the fight. Depending on how heavy you're boosted, you can probably finish it in 1 special 2. Here, I could have maybe boosted slightly higher just to make sure that special 2 would see him off because it's a rank 4. But I've got the extra House of X 15% attack, so I figured that plus a green, we're going to get pretty close with 1 special 2, right? But again, in my head I'm thinking, right, last war I actually died to this fight for the first time ever. I think that's the first time I've ever actually died with Shang-Chi in an actual war season. But that one I came into the fight on 30% health, hadn't healed, so naturally with that disadvantage already. This fight, you know, I'm at 82%. I've got my invulnerability boost on as well, so I know I can take 3 hits indestructible. And anyway, we've started this fight with the rhythm we want. We're going to bait the special 2, which, like I said, I got clips by for like the first time ever last war, and somehow eat it again this war. I'm so comfortable with that special 2 usually, and I think just in the moment there of taking it again, the panic kind of set in of like, well, how the hell did I just manage to eat that again? Try to back up a little bit, get my space, get my composure, but doing a double dash back, I actually get caught because I can't recover enough from the second one. And yeah, drop an attack bonus here where in a fight I really shouldn't. Really comfortable. I even had Doom available, so really could have considered just taking him into this fight. But anyway, my mind is just focused on getting back in, so I heal up Shang-Chi after reviving him. I go in here again, and I'm like, right, keep composed, you know what you're doing. Get to your special 2 now, and since it's the second fight now, you should finish him with it. So we cycle through our wushus as usual, knock him down to reset with the heavy, try and get the spacing right on this one, and still just about get clipped there, so the invuln's gone. Then I just get, again, caught slightly there, but, you know, not as bad as the last. We're still, you know, under control in this one. Perform the extra slow wushu there just to get that extra chi charge for the special 2, bit more damage. Get my in for the stun, and at this point I'm like, right, 3 hits, and I can see I can finish him off with 1 more combo. Done. Silly attack bonus dropped, but anyway, the season is now over. We managed to pick up the win to keep ourselves in contention for Plat 1. Unfortunately, it didn't actually take us into Plat 1. I think we are 3rd in Plat 2. So we are kind of hoping on a few docks to maybe squeeze us Plat 1. But we always knew this was going to be a bit of an uphill battle this season, in the sense that, you know, we started the season quite casually and it was supposed to be a bit of an off season for us. But yeah, What the plans are for next season, obviously for SSx, it's going to be a Masters push again, take things more seriously, healing, boosting, and yeah, just get that focus level back up. As for myself, I can't really commit either way yet. I have to do some thinking over the off season. I did say before when I came back, I wasn't sure how long an arrangement this was going to be, whether I was going to stay for just a season while things were kind of, a bit more chill, and then, retreat again into retirement, or stick around. I kind of want to give it a go, but yeah, certainly after that last war, I have a bit of thinking to do, make up my mind, and then have a chat with the officers. But until then, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.